guys, it's Flo Karma, and today we're gonna be having story time. So the story that I'm finna tell you is about me dating a what boy. So we're gonna start back. Oh, before we do that, my babies, make sure you have, if you drink wine, make sure you pour you a glass because this is about to get real. I have my own little sip. This not wine, it's a little mixed drink, but I put in a little wine glass because I want to feel classy. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we sipping on this wine, baby. Okay. So make sure you pour you a glass of wine or whatever you want to drink. Mixed drink. Pour it in a glass. Pour it in a wine glass. So okay, we about to get into it. So yes, like I was saying, we're gonna be talking about my situation of what I went through, and me learning my lesson, and we're gonna go ahead and get into that. I'm not gonna talk too much. We're gonna go ahead and get into the video. So one day I was scrolling on Facebook, like everybody, and I had ran across this guy, and we was, I was looking at his pictures. I was, liking some of his pictures and stuff. I'm like, okay, he cute, whatever. So, one day I was just chilling. I was, talking to my mom, doing all this, whatever. And a message popped up on Messenger on Facebook. So I'm like, let me click on it. So I clicked on it, and it was him, and he was like, I see you. And I was like, okay, Then, we started talking and stuff like that, and then we got to know each other. Like I was telling him about me, he was telling me about him, and what he went through and all that stuff like that. So he asked me where I stayed at, and it was like kind of too early because this was like in like 3 weeks went by, whatever. So I'm just like, I ain't gonna tell him yet, because it's still early. So around 4 weeks, I had told him where I stayed at. So he pulled up at my mom's house because, of course, I was staying with my mom at the time. So he pulls up there. We get to talking and, everything. And, I was loving his vibe. Like, I was feeling his vibe because his vibe was just, like, not like everybody else's vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was totally different. It was what he was giving to me was like different vibe, and I was feeling it. I was loving it, like it had me, it just had me. So, we just started talking and stuff like that, and then he told me where he worked. So I'm like, okay, you work at Elon, cool, whatever. So then, we started talking and stuff and carrying on. Then all of a sudden, it started getting serious. And then it started getting into a relationship wise. So, he was always, every time he got off from work, he was always there. Came by my mom's house. He stayed with me, it was just like every day we was together. It was not a day that we was not together, and everything was going good, and then until the day was when I had got off for work one day. I had came home. I was really tired. I was exhausted, and I was like, shoot, let me go take a nap, So I took a nap, and I woke up. My phone was ringing, and I'm like, what did my cousin want? So he called me. I answered the phone. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, I don't want him at our house no more. I don't want him at the house no more. And I was like, why? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the reason you don't want him at the house? And then he was like, I was at the store and I pulled up and I seen him in a car with a girl. He was like, I would have thought that, nothing bad. I was maybe like, okay, maybe that's his sister. So he was like, until he seen me and his eyes got big and he had the seat all the way back. So I'm like, okay. When somebody tell you something like that, like your heart just started beating fast or something, like your stomach started feeling weird, and then you like, what? I know he not playing me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like now it's like a year and 2 years into this, you know what I'm saying? Into this situation, like into this relationship. So I'm just like, ain't no way. Like, ain't no way. Like, I put my trust in him. I put my time in him. I put everything into him. You know, I'm like, no, he wouldn't ever do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what us ladies would think, or you know, men would think. Like any relationship, like men relationship with women, women relationship with men, like, you know, they'd be like, give you a benefit of the doubt, you know. So I'm just like, okay. So I hang up and I call him, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, where you at? Oh, I'm chilling. Um, you know, I'm chilling, and you know, blah blah. Like, he was stuttering. So I'm like, okay. Well, my cousin told me he seen you at the store with some, you know, and he was like, that was my sister. I'm like, okay. Now we're gonna go back. My cousin told me on the phone that he said, watch when you confront him, watch when he say that that was his sister. He was like, ain't nobody gonna act like that if that was their sister. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I go, and you know, he said that was his sister. I'm like, okay, that's your sister. Cool. So, you know, me doing my little investigation. I goes on his Instagram, I goes on his friends, I see his sister. I clicked on her profile and stuff. His sister is my complexion. So my cousin said he seen you with a light skinned girl. That's not your sister. That's another female. So I call him and said, that's not your sister. You dirty, you know, going in like on his tail. So then, like, you know, after that, I had left him alone for a while, and then we finally got back together, and we was trying to work on our relationship again. And so, you know, I had got pregnant, and he took me to the doctor, everything. He was around, you know, making sure I was okay, you know, getting me stuff and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I was stressing a lot because every time when I called him, he wouldn't answer like that. He'll call me back like 1 or 2 hours later. Like he was doing the most, and it had me feeling like, okay, he trying to play me. So, you know, stressing about that, stressing about what's going on at my mom's household and stuff like that, and then I end up having a miscarriage. I called him and told him that I had a miscarriage, and at the time he was across the street from my uncle's house, talking and, you know, flirting with other females and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what, this ain't for me. He's not the person who I'm supposed to get pregnant by. You know, obviously, he ain't the one, you know, for me. You know, he for the streets. You know what I'm saying? He got community D, you know? So, after all of that, I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. And then, I had left him alone for a while, like, I'm talking months. So then after that, I started, you know, talking to one of my exes, and, you know, we was hanging out, chilling and stuff like that, spending time with each other. And, you know, one thing led to another, and then, you know, we did it or whatever. But, you know, it just happened one time, and then that was it. And I was just, you know, to myself. So after that, he comes back around again, and we try to work on this and stuff. And it was just like, it was just the same thing, like just the same situation over and over and over and over again. So I'm just like, to the point where I'm just like, you know what, I can't keep putting my time and effort into someone that is not meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, y'all know exactly what I mean. I know a lot of people have been in a situation like mine, and a lot of people, you know, can handle different situations differently. Like with me, I kept going back to him. Every time I leave him alone, he always come running back, blowing up my phone, and I always take him back instead of, I should have just left him where he was at. You know, and, you know, it's a lesson learned. That's something that I had learned. You know, it's something that I had learned, and, you know, let that go. And so, you know, now it's just like, you know, it's just a situation that I won't go back to. You know, I have finally left him alone. I don't talk to him no more. And, you know, he still calls and still texts, you know, trying to talk to me and stuff like that. I don't talk to him. I don't sweat him at all. You know, I blocked him on some of my social media. Some of them I didn't block him, and that's how he's still, you know, trying to contact me on Facebook. But, you know, I just now, you know, I'm pretty sure sooner or later he'll get the picture to go on about his business, because he'll see that he can't play me anymore and he can't do, you know, play mind games with me anymore. So, you know, ladies, let me know, you know, have you ever been through this before, been through this situation before, how you handle it? Is you still going through it and you don't know how to get out of it? Ladies, I'm going to tell you this. You are worth more than, you know, being, you know, you are worth more. Like, just period. Like, you don't need to put yourself in a situation like that. Like, we are queens. Like, we shouldn't be going through that. Know your worth. Know everything. If you put your time and effort in somebody and they just sitting there playing you and doing all of that, like they don't care, leave them alone. Like, just let it be. Just move on. And you know, I know it's easy said and done. Trust me, I know, because me, it took 2.5 years. If I would have kept dealing with him, I would have been dealing with him for 3 years. If I would have kept dealing with him. I don't deal with him no more, so I cut that off. It took me 2.5 years to let him go. And that's a long time. A very long time. So please don't be like me. Please don't be like me. I need you beautiful women out there. Men too. Like, this story can be, you know, it's a men too. Like, it's some good men that's, you know, out here giving their time and effort to women, and these women just act like men, you know, some men and stuff. It's like, this video is not bashing men, and this video is not bashing women. I made this video to help other people that's in my situation or ever been in this situation. And, you know, however you handle the situation, please leave that in the comments so I would know, you know, so I can, you know, see if what I said helped, or, you know, whatever you say, it can help me, you know. You never know, you know. And how to get over someone. Like, I know it's going to take time and patience and stuff like that. I already know all of that. But it's just like, you know, it's kind of hard when, you know, been in a relationship for years and then you finally get out of it. You're not going to get over that person. You're not going to, like, just wake up and be like, oh, I'm over him. Oh, I'm over her. No. Like, it don't work like that. It's going to take time and, you know, it's going to take time, and I get that, but I'm just, you know, still slowly, like, getting over him, you know, mentally and stuff, you know. But yeah, ladies, like, you know, just make sure, you know, make sure you give your time to the right person. That's a plus. We're going to sip on this wine real quick. Or this mixed drink. Yes. But but yes, we just gotta make sure we put our time into the right person. And I know some women, they love bad boys and stuff like that. I did too. And I didn't want nobody but bad boys, and that was my problem. And that's why I'm where I am today. Not with nobody, because I'm always trying to get the bad boys, and the bad boys ain't no good. So, you know, you know, it's just a situation now. You know, I say I don't want no bad boys. I want somebody that I can be with, somebody that can be, you know, the man of the house, somebody that can be the provider, you know, the protector, whatever. You know, both of us be the provider, you know, 50-50, you know. Always gotta be like that in a relationship, 50-50. You know, but yes, we're gonna end this. I know it was short, like a short story, but I will be back to have, I think we're gonna have like a mukbang, however y'all say it, mukbang. I say mukbang. So we're gonna come back and have a mukbang, and we're gonna have a special guest, and yeah, it's gonna be right. This YouTube is gonna be right. This is my first YouTube video, so please bear with me. You know, I'm a little bit of camera shy, and then a person always be shy at first, and then they start getting, showing their real self. That's me. Like, you could kind of see a little bit because, I'm a Scorpio. You see it. Yes, I'm lit. Okay, so just bear with me. This is the first YouTube video. So the rest of the videos should be, I should have it together. I should be lit and all this stuff. So excuse me for me being a little shy, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I had to come on here and show tell y'all about my little story time with me, dealing with a situationship, somebody who I thought that was my forever, and it ends up being cut short, So yes, I hope my video helps others, and just leave a comment under my video and let me know if my video helped, or let me know, some advice, if you have some advice for me, because I would love to hear what anybody has to say, about my story or whatever. So just let me know down in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Got to hit the bell. Please comment. Please, 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 please. All right, my babies. Till next time.